Lindsey here. Several weeks ago, I asked over on my Instagram what you guys wanted to see on my channel, and several of you wanted to meet the animals. So I'm going to take you around today and introduce you to all the animals that we have on our homestead, and just let you know kind of where they came from and what their job is, because everybody has a job. Well, let's go ahead and get started on that. Since we are in the house, I'm going to start with the animals who are in the house the majority of the time. Now, we do have a very small home. If this is your first time here, we live in 576 square feet in the middle of the woods. So we have a very small house, but we do share it with our pup friends and a cat. It's Cody. Hi, Cody. Now, Cody we found on the side of the road last November. He's not quite a year old yet, but he has a very special job for us. We've noticed, we try to play to our animals' strengths, and we've noticed that Cody is very, very loyal, and he will stay with us everywhere. So his job is when we go outside of the fence, like to the big row garden, he goes with us and he checks for snakes before we go out, right? Right, Coco? Yeah. He's also a companion pet. He is a lover. He loves to be pet and held, and he loves to be with us. He also has one more important job, and we'll talk more about that when we get to Ruby. But yeah, this is our buddy Cody. We believe that Cody may be like a mountain cur or something like that, but we're really not sure of his breed because we found him on the side of the road. So he's some sort of hound because he really likes to howl. This girl right here is Ollie's cat. This is Kitty Soft Paws. Now, Kitty, I call her Kiki because I don't want to say Kitty Soft Paws every time. But Kiki is not only a companion pet, she also teaches Ollie responsibility because he has to feed her and pick up after her and all that jazz, because he wanted a cat. So she is mainly for responsibility, but also she catches any bugs and spiders in the house. So she's good at that, and she also likes to mouse out in the garden. So any mice that are out in the garden don't stay long, because she will go out there and catch them, eat them up. So she has a very important job. She is an inside-outside cat, like I say, and she came from the shelter. So we went and got her over at Sherwood Animal Shelter, which is like an hour away, but I always know that they have a decent selection of kittens. So, and they regularly have them for free. So she was a freebie, which all the best cats are, huh? But she was a freebie for us, and she does a good job. If we can just get Cody to stop harassing her. Oh. But we've had her for about 3 years. We got her at the same time we got Ruby. So she was a kitten when we got her, and she's probably about 3 years old now. And as you can see on some of my cleaning videos, Ollie's bed is her spot. She loves being up there with him. And she sleeps with him at night, and she is definitely his cat. Kiki is very loving. She's not like a normal cat. She actually prefers to be held and pet, and you can call her like you would call a dog. So that's the kind of cat I like if I'm gonna have one. Oh, she still doesn't like the dogs though. There's the kid animals. Audrey and Ollie.
I'm sweating to hiccup. Whenever I sweat, I just sweat right here. But when I get mom's fed, I sweat on my back and everything.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah, but can I tell you something? There's a black wagon out there, and we used it and put a chair in it. And we towed Audrey around it.
Oh, my.
Yeah, we've been in it.
This is Ruby. She is a boxer. Now, we got Ruby about 3 years ago. We did get her from a breeder. I don't want to hear nothing about it in the comments. She is kind of the opposite of Cody, but they love each other so much. Ruby is erratic and she gets up onto things, and I don't know what to say about you, Ruby. We originally got her to just kind of hang out with us on our homestead, but we cannot even let her outside much because she will chase chickens, she will kill chickens, and she's even chased a goat. So her sole role now is to be inside and be a pet for us. I do take her outside of the fence to go on walks, but that is where everyone else inside this fence is safe. So we can put her on a leash and stuff and take her for a walk, but I can't just let her run around all the time without supervision because she will harm the other animals. But we still love Ruby. She is a lover. She likes to be held and loved. Don't, no licking. She loves the kids and the kids love her, and she is primarily just a companion animal. But I do have to pin her up when we leave. We don't really leave a whole lot, but when I do have to pin her up, and that comes Cody's other job, which is a companion for Ruby. That's not something that we originally intended, but she seems to be a lot more calm when she's in the kennel with Cody. So he's also her companion. So let's go ahead and head outside and I'll show you the rest of the animals that we have here. Cody's gonna help me today because he likes going around and walking around with me too. When we found him on the side of the road, he actually had another dog with him, which I'm assuming was his brother because they were about the same age. But he actually is a companion animal now for some of our very good family friends. So they're doing awesome, and we found him a great home, and I hope Cody likes his home too, because we sure do like him being here. Okay, so I guess we're gonna go head over to the goats because they are asking for my attention. Hey, baby. We have goats here on our homestead, and even they have a job. In the fall, when we do not have a garden out, they do all of our mowing. We let them free range and they stay right around our fence line and just clear our fence lines and keep that nice and tidy. And they also have their paddock, which they keep the grass mowed there. We do want to eventually have them for milk, which is why we are in the process of building them a really nice little goat barn. So once it cools down again, we will get back on this project and finish their goat barn, so they'll have a beautiful place to sleep, and then we will have a place to milk them and everything else. But yeah, for right now, their primary purpose is lovin's and grass mowings, huh? Yeah, pretty girl. This is Honey Bunny. She was one of the original goats that we got. I started out with her and Pepper. She is such a sweet goat. She is a Nubian. Or at least that's what we've been told, that she's a Nubian. Her ears are a little shorter, so she may be a Saanen Nubian mix. And hey! And this is her baby. This is Stevie. So we got Honey Bunny and Stevie, short for Stevia. So Stevie is a Nubian and La Mancha mix. That's Daddy over there. He's a La Mancha. But so Stevie is a Nubian La Mancha mix. He doesn't have horns. Just like she was born without horns, so was he. Hi, sweet girl. So that's our goatie, Stevie. He is very sweet. He's always...
Yeah, he's always sweet.
But she is just a lover. She will let you... This is Honey Bunny, and she will let you love on her all day long, and her little Stevie's the same way. He's a wether now, so we weathered him so we could keep him. Because we loves him, don't we? This little girl is Phoebe. She is one of Pepper's twins. Pepper had twins this past year. Hi, baby. Are you a sweet girl? She's got a messy face because she's been eating cantaloupe and watermelon, but she is really sweet. She's a quiet baby compared to her sister. That is Piper. We named her appropriately because she's got the pipes. She's definitely loud. She's definitely the loudest goat that we have now. Piper! Phoebe has the little La Mancha ears like her daddy, and Piper has the Saanen ears like her mama, and that's her mama. This is Pepper. She was one of the original goats that I got, along with Honey Bunny over here. Pepper pretty much just likes to be on her own. She wants to be left alone. She is okay with you petting her, but that's pretty much it. She's okay with it, and you can trim her toenails and all that, but she's not gonna come up to you asking for attention. That's just not Pepper. But she is loud, and if she's out of food or if she wants grain, you will know about it. So that's her, and Piper has kind of followed suit with her. Piper will come up to me for rubbings though, but all in all, Pepper's kind of a lone wolf. But that big boy right there is Ash. His full name is actually Bad Ash. Jason named him, so that's his name. He will let you pet him and love on him and all that. He used to get very, very pushy with these horns. He has them and he knows how to use them, but since we weathered him, he does not do that so much anymore, so I'm not so worried about the kids being out here with him and stuff like that, but they're still a little afraid of him because of what he used to do, which I'm okay with because better safe than sorry. He likes loving sometimes, but it's got to be on his terms. So pretty much he's our little lawnmower right here.
Yeah.
Isn't that right, buddy?
Yeah.
We got Ash when he was a bottle baby, so we raised him from a bottle baby. So he is attached to us now. So that's kind of why we haven't gotten rid of him, even though he had that pushy season, because we did raise him from a little tiny baby still on the bottle. So yeah, that's Ash. He's the daddy to all of our babies. It'll be really nice when we have a goat barn for them to shut them up at night. And we're also going to put another paddock out there in case we need to move them in the event that we have an outbreak of parasites or anything like that. Sometimes you're gonna want another paddock so you can let one rest. So we will be doing that. We've got lots of good changes coming for these babies. This is our buddy Hector.
Yeah, he runs a lot of deer off in his time.
He does. Hector used to belong to Poppy, which is my dad. He was his farm dog, and he got him at the shelter. So he's a shelter dog. He's awesome. He keeps all of the predators and the deer out of the garden. He's very, very good at that. And we do let him in when it storms. He's getting old. He is about 8 or 9, which, you know, big dogs don't live as long as they should. But this summer's been really hard for him, so I'm gonna try to see what I can do to help him out with his coat. Okay. I've brushed him out 2 times and gotten about a bag and a half, big trash bag and a half of fur off of him. But he is still miserable. this Arkansas humidity it's hard on old dogs. So I let him in when I can. Definitely when it's storming, he comes in. Our final dog is Floki.
He's a Pyrenees.
Floki, oh, and Hector is a Pyrenees. That's his breed. Isn't that right, buddy? Fun fact, Hector also hates water. So he likes to drink it, but he doesn't want it on him no matter what. So yeah, that's why he's dirty and will continue to be dirty. I don't want to stress him, but he will let me shave him down or brush him out. He actually enjoys that. So that's something we're gonna work on today, huh, buddy? Yeah. Floki is very good at running off the deer. He is Hector's helper. Everything that Hector does, Floki helps him do. It's like Hector is the alerter and then Floki's the muscle. He's got the speed. Come on. He is a Pyrenees Anatolian mix.
There we go.
Oh. So he's the perfect type of dog for our lifestyle out here. He does great with all the animals. He does great at protecting everything, and he doesn't shed quite as bad as Hector, and he doesn't have quite as hard of a time in the heat.
He looks like a lab.
He does. He looks like a little lab, but you can see how big he is. He's a big boy. So now I'll just show you the last of the animals that we have on our little homestead, and that is chickens. So let's go into the chicken pen. First of all, we have King George right here on the edge because he always wants to be where we are. So this is King George. He is our oldest rooster. We got him from one of my stepdad's buddies. He had a whole area full of roosters, and we got to pick him out. He's a Rhode Island Red cross of some sort rooster, but he was $8 and the price was right. So yeah, that's where he came from. He's looking a little old now because he is. How old is this dang thing? We've done a lot of expansion on our chicken paddock in the last few months or so. Stop, Ollie. And Prince Henry is back with his flock. If you guys have been worrying or watching over Prince Henry, he's looking really good. If I can get your picture. There he is. So he's doing well.
Yeah.
He's back with all his ladies, so he's happy about that.
Yeah.
Hold on.
There's Z, my little zebra boy.
This is Z. She is the only chicken that we have like this. She was actually my brother's chicken, and he gave her and another one of the Americanas to us because he didn't really want chickens anymore. So yeah, that's how we got her. She was adopted, and she's sort of friendly but not super friendly. None of our chickens really are. When we first got chickens, we held them by hand and did all that, and then we had a traumatic experience where they were all killed by a pack of dogs. So since then we have chickens, we're friendly with them. Of course we can easily catch them because they're used to us, but we try not to get too attached because every time I get attached to a chicken, something happens to them. For instance, last year I had this chicken, her name was Lucy, and Lucy has come up missing this summer. So yeah, she liked to eat all my tomatoes, and now she's gone. I have no idea what happened to her, where she went. She could have been picked up by a hawk, though the dogs do a really good job of, you know, scaring those off, but sometimes accidents do happen. The majority of our hens are Rhode Island Red chickens. We've got about 46 of them, somewhere around there. But yeah, that's a lot of chickens. But we also have these roosters. We have 2 roosters, 4 roosters total. 2 of them are Rhode Island Red roosters. One came from when we ordered chickens. That's where Prince Henry came from. We actually ordered hens and we got a rooster along with it. And then the of course, we already talked about King George and where we got him. We also have 2 roosters that we hatched from eggs from Bobblehead Homestead. Last year at the shindig, we grabbed 6 eggs, 4 hatched, and we ended up with 2 roosters. But this is one. This is Rooster Green Eyes.
Yeah, he's my rooster. Hey, buddy.
Even though he doesn't have green eyes, but whatever. Ollie names things around here. And then we also have this guy over here.
Name's Tacky because he attacked me.
Ollie has renamed him from Shelly to Tacky because he likes to attack him. So he's very good at protecting his hens. They're really enjoying this paddock with all the cover. This is mint weed, which they don't really care to eat, but they can hide in it. This was the old goat pen, which is where all this structure came from. They've also got some deep bedding over here, which they bathe in. Cody's wondering why we're over here and not with him. We have our chickens for eggs. That is their primary purpose, but they can also be meat birds if we need them to. So the Rhode Island Red variety are good for both. They're good for meat birds or eggs.
Yeah,
they lay brown eggs.
And here's Lost Eye because she has an eye there. It just got picked.
Yep, Ruby attacked her actually, so she is a little injured, but she's okay. Let her down now.
Her name is Z, like I told you. I never holded her before.
Put her down.
No!
So these black ones you see, they both came from my brother, but that one came to us as a chick, and this one came to us with Z. So that's where the black ones come from. So that is pretty much everybody that we have here on our homestead. Everybody has a job, and yeah, we have a lot of chickens, which usually create a lot of eggs, but it is very hot right now and they are not super happy. So the last few weeks we've not been getting eggs. Some have started to molt a little. And yeah, we also need to clean out their pens. So we do have a lot of work to do. More animals means more work for us, but it's pretty rewarding, so we're happy with it. So there's all of the animals that we have on our homestead, I think. Of course, there's lots of lizards and snakes, but those aren't pets. But later on this week, I will have a video coming out with paring down our homeschool stuff. We're gonna get you some cleaning motivation out of that. You should see my hallway. It's very, very bad. So I'm gonna try to get rid of a lot of the things that we no longer use and kind of get that out of there. So if you're interested in that, make sure you're subscribed and you hit that notification bell so you don't miss that video and many others, even some more like this. But if there are any videos that you would like to see on our channel, anything you would like to know more about, go ahead and put that down there in the comment section, and I can't wait to talk to you down there, and I will see you in the next one.
Hey,
Bye.
and also.